Space's Starship Flight took off around 5:37 p.m. Eastern Time. Soon after, the booster was successfully caught at the pad by using the chopstick mechanism.
Hear the flight director give the final go for launch. So we're under a minute. As we said, we're not expecting a hold at T-minus 40, but do not be shocked if that happens. It has happened in the past, and we can hang out there for a couple of minutes if we need to.
If memory serves me right,
we hold my breath for 4 seconds.
Pass through prop load gate.
All right, we passed right through that prop load gate.
Hot diggity dog.
All right, so we're going to let our flight director, Ty Huntington, take it away.
Go for launch.
And 20 seconds.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff.
Vehicle's pitching downrange. Booster chamber pressure is nominal.
All right, we're more than 30 seconds into flight. Telemetry showing 33 out of 33 engines as it's pitching downrange.
Booster, ship, avionics, power, and telemetry nominal.
Hearing good call-outs on the ship and booster avionics. You just heard the rumble hitting us about 6 miles away. Watching Starship arc into just endless blue skies right now.
Vehicle supersonic.
More than a minute into flight, the vehicle's supersonic.
Max Q.
So we just passed through max Q. That's the greatest stress the vehicle's going to experience on the way uphill. Reminder that all of our teams down here on the ground are now looking at systems on the tower. They just did a manual check through. That's going to inform that manual flight director's decision. Next moment coming up, though, is going to be hot staging. Don't take your eyes off it. It's one heck of a light show.
What a gorgeous ascent.
6 ship engines getting ready to ignite. That's going to happen while we're still attached.
We can still see the ship's engines from the ground.
Got a little under 30 seconds away from that. We are hearing good call outs on the tower preparedness from the manual checks. Reminder though, we've still got automated checkouts on the booster and the ship itself. But as of right now, our manual checks and our manual commanding is looking go for a catch.
Booster engine cut off.
That is incredible news. We just heard the call out for booster engine cut off.
Engine startup.
Most engines cut off, down to those
Stage
middle
separation.
3.
Cruise prep startup.
All right, hot stage confirmed. We've got a booster hopefully on our way back to us, and a ship now making its ascent burn into space. How's it going in Hawthorne, Jesse?
It's great over here. You can hear the crowd screaming for every milestone. The booster is now making its way back down to Earth. Looks like we have 12 of those 13 engines ignited. We're using the engines that actually gimbal.
We are go for booster return.
An excellent call out there. We are go for booster
Ship
return.
avionics, power and telemetry nominal.
There's a lot of criteria that needed to line up to ensure that we could have a safe
Burn shutdown.
booster catch, and it sounds like we got the go for that. And there you can see on your screen, we had we just jettisoned the hot stage, and there's a great, excellent view there of the hot stage floating away from the super heavy booster. Now we've shut down the engines for that boost back burn. That confirms boost back burn is now complete. That was the first of 2 burns required for the vehicle to make its way back down to Earth. And next coming up will be the landing burn. That's going to be 13 of those center engines igniting again. And that will then go down from 13 down to 3 engines just right before we touch down for that booster catch. Now, reminder, our stage 1 objectives are to have a controlled ascent, stage separation, as well as a controlled boost back burn and hot stage as well. So we're looking good for that so far. Some great views there from the ship of Earth. That looks incredible. Now, Starship's ship is still firing its engines right now.
Starship trajectory nominal.
And great call-outs. Starship trajectory is nominal. You can follow along the telemetry, the altitude in the bottom left-hand corner for the super heavy booster, as well as the bottom right-hand corner for the ship. And these views are just amazing. Again, the booster is currently making its way back to the tower today. So we're looking forward to a booster catch with the chopsticks. And in the meantime, you can see those grid fins there helping to control the vehicle and guide it back to its landing site.
Booster FTS is saved.
Now with that, we're going to hand it back. How's it going over there, Dan and Kate? How are you doing, Kate? Seeing that in person?
Dan had to take that entire segment because I couldn't talk. That was incredible.
There it is.
We can see the booster coming back in now through the plume. At least it looks that way to us. It's incredible that it basically returns. It looks like a speeding, just like this silver flare coming back to the. Once again, we are standing by for attempting to catch the booster at the tower. This would be the second tower catch.
Booster
landing burn. Seeing 13 engines.
Booster now hovering as it aligns with the tower for catch.
Booster coming in. Get ready for that boom, Kate.
Down to 3 engines.
Booster landing burn shutdown. Mechagola has caught the booster.
You heard it here. Mechzilla has caught the booster.
Once again, for the second time, a successful catch by the launch tower. This is the same tower, the launch pad, where that booster took off from just 7.5 minutes ago. Great view from the chopstick arms, looking at those hypersonic grid fins that steer the booster for that precision landing. It almost looks like it's flapping its wings.
Yeah, you can see just how small that catch fitting is, too, on something that's just so massive.
That was absolutely insane.
Meanwhile,
we're not done, but wait, there's more. Wow, that is just absolutely stunning. And this, of course, a gorgeous view there from the tower looking down at the top of the booster.
All right, and we are tracking.
Now we're standing by for views from the ship, but who can take their eyes off of that incredible sight? That is once again the second catch of a booster back at the launch tower. It was incredible to see it come back down, just this silver flare in the sky. And we can still see the launch plume behind us, and wow, that we definitely, I can't speak for you, Dan, but that was very moving for me.
Yeah.
And if you're just joining us, 2 for 2, if you don't count the one in the middle. The 2 times that they've approved going to the tower, and they have done it. SpaceX has caught Super Heavy. Yet again, there is another Super Heavy booster hanging in the sky at Starbase, Texas. An incredible, incredible sight. And I feel like we keep forgetting there is still a ship in orbit doing the rest of this mission, and we are now about 7 minutes or so away from the payload demonstration of Starlink, and that'll be immediately followed by the Raptor in-space relight demo. But again, 2 for 2 heading to the tower and catching Super Heavy. Truly incredible, and we're going to see them do this a lot more often. It's going to become like Falcon 9 where it gets routine, but it shows that the first time wasn't a fluke, and they can repeat it there. You can see drone shots of the launch site. Everything looks good. It looked a lot cleaner. The engine that they didn't have for the re-entry burn or the burn that slow down relit for the landing burn, so they were able to get that engine back. But even there, we saw that they were able to approve a landing at the launch site with even one engine down. So just showing the capability of these engine vehicles. We're going to listen back in to SpaceX Mission Control as they prepare for the payload demonstration, deploying 10 Starlink demos into the similar orbit path that they are going. They're not going to go fully into orbit. They're going to follow Starship back down to the Indian Ocean. But wow, what an incredible day. Don't go anywhere. There's still lots more happening, all the way from the payload demo all the way to Starship coming down through re-entry with some incredible views via Starlink. So make sure you stay with us right here on the launch pad.
See that take off, and for that booster to come back, you can see it there up close on your screen to the place that it launched from. Once again, there were thousands of catch commit criteria, which is basically just all the things that we have to assess and evaluate, and basically make sure that they are make sure that everything is clear and acceptable conditions, both on the vehicle side as well as the tower side, in order to enable that catch. So obviously from the last 2 flights that we have done, where Flight 6 we attempted but had to divert into the ocean, and then on Flight 5 we did have the first ever successful catch of the booster. We used the learnings of those 2 flights to hone in that catch commit criteria, and we saw success today, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah. And just a quick status check. So we currently do not have comms with the ship, so trying to figure out exactly when that happened and exactly what happened. So obviously the flight controllers right now going through their data, looking to make sure it's not anything instrumentation on the ship, but actually try and get us a status. So again, we're gonna keep listening in on this. We'll give you an update as soon as we have a little bit more. So for now, stage 1 back in the tower, waiting to find out a little bit more about stage 2.
Unfortunately, communication was lost with the ship right at the point of engine shutdown, resulting from the loss of the main vehicle. SpaceX is going to be going over the data to see exactly what happened. However, the booster was successfully caught, which is still significant. Stay tuned to this channel for updates as I find out about them. If you like this content, please support this channel by making a donation or buying a product through the links mentioned in the description.